Hello and welcome. Before we dive into today's reading, which is going to be so fun and so powerful, I have an extremely exciting announcement and giveaway for you. I am beyond thrilled to announce that I have just signed not one, but two global publishing deals with 3 more on the horizon. The Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, which is the deck that I authored a few years ago, and you've seen featured in virtually all of the card readings here on this channel that I've done so far, has been picked up for global distribution through my publisher, Muse Oracle Press. They've also picked up my manuscript for a guided journal that will accompany the deck, and we are currently in talks about a whole series on money magic as well, including a full-length book, another oracle deck, so much goodness. This has all unfolded so magically, and I'm sure I will be sharing more about how this has all come to be, how I manifested this into my life with you all in the very near future. But right now, I'm just so overjoyed to get to share this announcement with you. This feels surreal. It's definitely like a pinch me moment. And sometimes it even feels, if we're being honest, like too good to be true. But it is true. It's here, it's happening, and I want to celebrate with you. So to share this overflowing joy that I have and to really thank you for being a part of my community, a part of my world, and your support along this journey, I have 2 really special ways that we get to celebrate this together. So the first celebration is a giveaway for a private oracle reading for abundance with me. These private readings are typically only available to my members of the Wealth Vibe membership, and they get to purchase them at $222 per reading. So this is incredibly valuable, incredibly exclusive, but I'm giving one of those readings away for free to one winner in this giveaway. This is your chance to get a personalized recorded reading from me where I will use the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck to channel guidance just for you to answer any questions that you have around money, mindset, manifestation, success, all of that good stuff. So to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is click the link in the description below this video. I'll put it in the pinned comment as well below. And you just have to enter your name and your email, and that's it. You're entered. And if you make sure to check your email for a confirmation email from me after entering, you will find a secret special way to double your chances of winning. This giveaway is running for the next week, so you can enter anytime between now and February 16th. But I would not wait. I would go do it now so you don't forget, so that you can also get that secret email from me to double your chances of winning. And I cannot wait to get to do a reading specifically that is tailored to one of you. Now, the second way that we get to celebrate this amazing milestone is with a huge discount on the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. Now, this isn't technically a discount, more of a price reduction, because thanks to this publishing deal, the production cost of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck has gone down significantly. This means that we now get to offer the deck at the lowest price it has ever been, which is already up on our website. Some of you have already seen that change take effect several days ago and have been purchasing at the lower rate. So you can grab your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck or gift one for a fraction of what the original price was before we had this really beautiful opportunity to produce and offer it at such a lower rate. However, our current stock of decks is limited, and once we are no longer able to provide those from our warehouse that they're currently at, then the only way to get the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck will be to pre-order for our global print run, which I believe will start shipping in June, maybe later. So if you've had your eye on the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, either for yourself or as a gift, and you want to be sure to grab a copy before you have to wait potentially months to get it, be sure to do so now. Again, the price is so much more accessible than it was before because of this amazing deal we have. So the link for the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck is also in the description below and in the pinned comments as well. In the near future, I am sure I will be sharing much more about all the behind the scenes of how these publishing deals came to be, which really is a whole story that is just a testament to the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck and all the messages in it, because I really lived and embodied the alignment, the intuition, the spiritual connection, the trust in oneself that that deck encourages us to lean into especially in relationship to money and success. So I can't wait to give you more insight into how I created all of this, how I manifested this into reality for myself. But for now, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Whether you have engaged with me in the past by purchasing the deck, watching these YouTube videos where we do readings with the deck, or by purchasing any of my other offers in the past, or even just sending me positive vibes, you have played a crucial role in helping me to make this dream a reality. And I hope you realize that what we're doing here, these conversations we're having, these readings we do, what we're talking about with the deck and all the messages in it, we are doing something bold and important. We are doing big work. I know that sometimes it feels like we're just here to try to manifest more money on an individual level, but I truly believe that when each of us becomes more empowered around money and doing so in a spiritually aligned way for us, we create massive ripple effects in the world. We help the whole collective change its relationship with money. We change the paradigm around wealth, around success, around happiness and fulfillment. And I truly believe that this new paradigm of financial and spiritual empowerment is what the world needs now more than ever. So, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my world and a part of my journey and a part of creating this whole new paradigm around wealth. I am so happy you're here. I am so excited for what's to come. And now, let's dive into our reading. Okay, thank you so much for sharing in the joy and excitement of that announcement. And also, I hope that you enter the giveaway I just told you about. So we are going to start today's pick a card reading. This reading is going to be all about what signs the universe will use to communicate to you that the money you want is on its way. So what animals, numbers, other synchronicities, other signs, energies that the universe will use to point you in the direction of abundance and assure you that you're moving toward the money you desire and it's coming to you. So really, I want you to walk away from this reading feeling like you know what signs to look for, to reassure yourself or to check in to make sure that you're on the right path and that the money you desire is on its way. So this is a timeless reading, meaning any time that you find this video is exactly when you need to hear this message. I always use the cards to channel messages directly from source and the spirit guides, deities, and collective that I work with. So this will be exactly what you need to hear right now. Now, remember as we go into this reading together that you are the creator of your reality. So as always, take what you need from this reading, take what resonates, and leave what doesn't. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Taylor Eaton, and I am the author of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, which is the deck that we are using to pick our piles from today. This is the deck that I mentioned in the announcement at the beginning of the video that we signed the big publishing deal for. So if you missed that announcement, go back and check it out because I'm doing a big giveaway to celebrate and I want you to be part of it. So let's run through the piles and the crystals here so that you can pick your pile and we can dive into your reading. So we have piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. For pile 1, we have blue kyanite. Let's see if we can get our camera to focus. This is what crystal looks like, if that helps you choose your pile. For pile 2, we have azurite with malachite, which is such a beautiful new crystal I just got. So that's what that one looks like if you are drawn to pile 2 or that crystal. For pile 3, we have, I'm going to try to pronounce it correctly, prehnite with epidote. So that's pile 3. And pile 4, we have black kyanite. And that is what pile 4's crystal looks like. Now we will be incorporating other decks into each of the readings, but we're going to start each one with the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck since that's what we're celebrating today. Now I will list all of the decks that we use throughout this reading in the description below in case you're curious what any of the other decks are that we use today. And of course, as always, you can absolutely watch more than one of the readings if more than one pile is calling to you. That just means that there is guidance that you are meant to hear in each of those readings. So pause the video if you need to. Take however long you need to tune into your inner guidance, your intuition, your gut, and choose your pile or piles. And then click the timestamps below in the description. I'll also pin it in the comments for you so you can dive right into your reading, and I'll see you there. Hello, this is the reading for pile number 1. If you picked pile number 1, you also picked the blue kyanite crystal. This is going to be such a fun and kind of different reading from what we normally do here. We're going to get some confirmation from the universe for what signs the universe will use to show you that you're on the right track with your money manifestations and that the money you want is coming to you. So just a very quick reminder before we dive in that I do not offer private readings to the general public, to anyone outside of the Wealth Vibe membership. So please be aware of anyone in the comments or on other social media platforms pretending to be me and asking for payment for readings. The only exception for where I offer private readings right now, aside from my membership, is the free giveaway I'm currently doing to celebrate the big publishing deal we just signed for the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. So if you want to enter to win that free private reading or grab a copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck before our current stock runs out, the links are in the description and in the pinned comments below. With that being said, let's dive into your reading. I'm so excited. I've got some different kind of spreads we're doing today. Just kind of different guidance we're getting. So we're going to pull first to just see from the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. What are the energies or the inner signs that the universe is going to use to help you know whether you're on the right track? Feelings, emotions, energies that we embody. I'll explain this, will all be clear in just a moment. But I want to get 3 cards for you here. I feel like there's one more calling me there. All right, so the first card we have is the Orchestrator card. So this is kind of the main energy that when you find yourself in the energy of feeling like when you truly feel like you are the creator of your reality, that when you move, the universe follows, that when you find yourself really taking bold actions and feeling bold, feeling courageous, feeling just so confident in yourself, that's a sign from the universe. When that's the energy that you find yourself in more and more of the time, that means that the money you want, whatever success you're trying to manifest, is getting closer and closer to you. You are becoming more of a match for it. You are drawing it to you. So that's the first sign. And this is more of an inner sign. We're going to get some more external signs in a minute here. But what I want you to be really aware of here, and what the universe is really trying to drive home, is that you are naturally, as you start to come into alignment with the money or the success that you are desiring to manifest, you are going to feel more bold. You're going to feel more unstoppable. You are going to probably find yourself taking risks. Now, when I say taking risks, it doesn't necessarily mean financial risks, though it could, but just you're going to be doing things outside your comfort zone. So if you feel like right now you are completely stuck in your comfort zone and you feel like you're struggling to take the bold aligned actions or follow those intuitive nudges that you get, then you're probably not in alignment. The money, you're not on track, right, to be a match for the wealth you desire or the success you're trying to manifest. So this is something you can actually consciously start to kind of attune to, is asking yourself each day just a little bit, how can I be a little more bold today? How can I get a little more out of my comfort zone with my work, my career, my business, my job, with my investments, with even just with getting outside my comfort zone of daily activities. I'm getting the message that you going out and socializing in places maybe you wouldn't have before, or going maybe to networking events, doing things that are bold where you get to step into your power. That's that's really going to help you get closer to the wealth you desire. There's a lot of opportunities there for you. And it's just, you're going to feel so empowered, so emboldened. So part of this is like a conscious thing that you get to direct with, which is really cool. This is something that's more in your control. But it's just kind of when you check in with yourself and you go, yeah, you know what? Lately I've been feeling a lot more bold. I've been feeling a lot more powerful. I've been feeling a lot more courageous and doing things outside my comfort zone and in my power. That's how you know the universe is like, that's how you, pile one, need to be feeling to be a match for the money or the success that you're manifesting. So that's that inner sign, at least for right now, with whatever it is you're manifesting. Now, we also have our wealth wounds card. So what this means is that you are, when you start to feel like you're healing, right? When you start to feel like you've released old stories and old patterns around money, when you start to feel like maybe some of your old money stories that were negative or limiting, or money habits, but especially any money traumas is what I'm getting, like really deep money blocks. When you start to feel those starting to lessen their grip, when you start to feel them releasing, probably because you're taking bold action and getting out of your own way, but when you start to feel those releasing, that's another sign that you're getting really close to the money you desire, that it's about to kind of manifest into your life. This might mean you want to do some healing work to proactively do this, but this card, I get the sense more that it's really just as you start to be in your power more, a lot of these money traumas, I don't want to say will be completely healed, especially if they're very deep, but they'll start to soften. They'll start to heal a little bit. And that's really all you need. You don't have to be fully healed. The universe is saying you don't have to be fully healed. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have zero resistance around money at all or zero limiting beliefs in order to manifest what you desire. You just have to have less than you have right now, right? So that's a really kind of beautiful message, a nice permission slip to not put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect or fully healed, which I personally don't think you ever can be fully healed. I think healing is a kind of lifelong thing as we grow and find new things to grow around and heal and new things to overcome. So I think that's a really beautiful reminder. And the universe is just saying, as you just find naturally, as you're getting out of your comfort zone and doing bold things and proving to yourself how powerful you are and how much more you're capable of than maybe you ever gave yourself credit for, as you lean into that more, you're going to have this inner feeling of like those demons that kept a hold on you, those inner demons, those stories, those beliefs, those money fears, they're going to loosen their grip, and you're going to feel it. You're going to notice how you spend maybe less time worrying, less time antagonizing over money, less time stressing over it. It doesn't mean you have to be 100% stress-free or worry-free around money, but you're just going to notice yourself shifting. You're going to notice that stuff softening, loosening its grip, and that's such a big sign that you're saying for you that when you start to feel that, it means the money's getting closer and closer. You're right on track. Ooh, and then lastly, we have the Goddess card here. And again, we're going to pull from another deck in a moment to get more kind of like external signs to look for. But with the Goddess card, this actually does come out being a little bit more external. So you're going to start to receive gifts, maybe money, maybe opportunities, but you're going to receive gifts from people. And that's kind of like this last inner sign of like, oh my gosh, the money is so close, because the money could even come through some of these gifts, right? But truly, this is just saying that your external world, the people around you, are going to start to reflect to you how imminent the money or the success is that you're manifesting. And so I'm getting the guidance from my collective. They're saying that the gifts will probably start small at first. Some of you might already have been seeing gifts recently. You might have gotten a free coffee or from a stranger in line. You might have got even like little, like a lunch paid for by your friend or a little gift from your friend. You're going to start to, if you haven't already, start to get gifts, and they'll probably start out small. They don't have to, but they'll probably start out small and kind of get bigger and snowball or increase in frequency. And you're just going to get more and more gifts from people around you, people you know, people you don't know. And it's going to, if you're looking for it, you're going to start to see it happen more and more, or in bigger and bigger gifts. And that is a sign that the money is absolutely coming. Because again, some of the gifts could be financial or be opportunities that lead to money. But even if it's just, someone buys you a little trinket and gives that to you as a little gift because they're thinking of you, that's a sign that the universe is speaking through those people. Like, why did they feel pulled to buy you a gift? Why did they feel pulled to gift this to you, whether they know you or not? It's because the universe is working through them, because it's saying that's a sign. Okay, pile one, that's a sign that when you start getting more and more gifts, that's a sign that the money you want is coming. So the universe is saying, celebrate those gifts. Celebrate those gifts, okay? Pay attention to them. Make a big deal about them. Like, celebrate. Like, even I'm getting, like, writing a gratitude practice down of just, like, each day, what are the gifts you received that day from the universe, from others, especially from other people? Writing them all down, big and small. Even if the gift might even be, like, someone gifted you with their trust or with, really privileged information. Like, there's so many things that could be considered a gift. And when you start looking for them and seeing them increase, it's just another beautiful sign that the money you want is really close, or the success you want. So that's really exciting. We're going to pull from another deck now. I want to pull and see, we're going to see if there's any, like, plants. This is our Green Witch deck. We're going to see if there's any plants or anything else that jumps out to me here from nature that are signs for you. And then we'll probably get into some animals, maybe some numbers, and then wrap up the reading. But so here we're moving more into our external signs to look for you. Pile one. All right. So we have lime and luck. So that's really beautiful. The guidance I'm getting here for you is that if you start seeing lime pop up, that alone, right, very obvious, could be a sign from the universe. Also, I'm getting bay leaves, could be another sign if you see those popping up more. What I'm mostly getting is if you see good luck charms around you. So sometimes we see like horseshoes, or like I'm trying to think of other good luck signs that are coming through. I'm getting like wishbones. I'm getting also like the in Italian culture, there's the I believe it's the horn. I don't remember it outside of the Italian translation, but it's that the horn to, I know it wards away evil and calls in luck. So whatever symbols of luck, right? Ooh, ladybugs is another one that's coming through. These are all symbols that the universe might be using to speak to you through. So be aware of those things. If you start to see any more of those things or any other things you associate with being like a lucky symbol, that's a sign that the universe is like, that the money is close. It's coming. Keep holding on. Keep being bold. Keep looking, receiving gifts gracefully. It's coming. It's coming. And you get to use that to just affirm to yourself, like, okay, the money I want is coming. It's on its way. And that can help you alleviate that doubt, right? Let's see what color. I want to see another deck here to see what color can you be looking for. What's another color? We might already just have some green here. Let's see if there's any other colors for you. Oh, yes. Okay. So we have aquamarine, go with the flow. So it's kind of, again, greenish blue. You also were drawn to the blue kyanite. So greens and blues, I'd say more of the green hues is what I'm seeing. Especially, more of those luck symbols in green, right? If you see a green horseshoe or a green, like a little charm or something like that, extra confirmation. But green's the color of money, so nice little confirmation there. Let's pull to see what animals and numbers you might be spoken to through with the universe here. So we're gonna pull from this deck for you. What animals or other signs will the universe use to speak to? Ooh, there's this card right here. I want these two. To pile one. Let's see. All right, we have chameleon spirit act as if. So chameleon right here. Again, kind of just really cool shapeshifter, really different, unique animals. So that's probably one you don't run into all of the time. If you start seeing chameleons like pop up on social media, maybe you live somewhere where you actually see them in person, or you even go to the zoo and then you see one and you're not really looking for it. Chameleons, or even when people mention chameleons, right? And a lot of time they use it in transformation. But the universe is saying that's how one way you might be spoken to is through seeing chameleons. So just something to keep your eye out. Also something that's, I believe, their natural color is green, right? So more green. Also, this guidance here with the card is to act as if. And that's really a lot of what this orchestrator card was about, with taking the bold action. Like, act as though you already have what you desire and it'll be yours, right? Like, act as if in terms of having that same level of confidence, transform yourself into being that same level of confidence, right? This is something we do quite a bit inside of our Wealth Vibe membership. So if you want to check that out and get more modalities for acting as if, go check that out. The link's below. But we also, lastly, have for you, I'm going to move this one over here. We have Turtle Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. So again, green. And again, turtles might be a symbol unto themselves for you. But also reptiles in general. Now, I'm not an expert by any means on animal classifications, but more of these kind of reptilian creatures. Forgive me, correct me in the comments, right, if I'm wrong, if these are not reptiles. But, more along that same vein, you might, find that snakes or lizards also speak to you. If that's something that you have that personal connection to or associate with luck, absolutely go with that. But those are the signs that the universe is going to speak to you through. So I'm going to pull one or two more cards because I'm not seeing any numbers actually jumping out at me here. So I'm going to grab one or two more cards for you just to see if there's any numbers that the universe will speak to you through. Okay, let's see if any numbers come out here, any patterns emerge with the numbers we already have down. So we have 6, receive all the things. Ooh, what a beautiful confirmation too. When you start seeing the number 6 more, especially I'm seeing it here. We also have our 4 and our 2. Yep, I'm seeing a lot of like 6. So seeing the number 6 in places or repeating can be a sign for you. You could pair it with 1 or 2 are the other numbers that are really popping out at me here. But really I'd say 6 is going to be the big number for you that shows you that you're about to receive all the things. So I'm going to grab, we'll do 1 or 2 last cards just to see if there are any last messages, whether they're signs from the universe or just a message that the universe wants to share with you, my loves, for pile 1, and then we'll wrap up this reading. Okay, any last messages from the universe for you? Any last messages, my loves? We have Pleiades, so double mission channeling, uplifting humanity. Oh, so the universe is saying, as you step into your boldness, you're gonna naturally be uplifting others. So when you find yourself uplifting others more naturally around you, or people saying to you, right, even if they give you gifts or otherwise, but just saying, you're such an inspiration, or your work means more to me than you know, or your support means more to me than you know, or even if you have a business or something, people are saying, man, you're such an inspiration, or you really are changing the world. When you get comments like that from people, or that energy from people, it's just another sign, because again, and the universe is also saying this is kind of, again, a double message with this double mission. As you're stepping into being bold and taking action outside of your comfort zone and seeing yourself doing that more and knowing that's the track for you to get to the abundance you desire, you might have doubts at times and be like, is this being self-centered? Is this being selfish? Is this me being delusional? And the universe is saying, do not cut yourself down like that. Do not sell yourself short. You are here to do so much good. And by standing in your power and claiming your power and acting from your power, acting as if, you're going to uplift so many people. Your soul is here to do such big things in this lifetime and be compensated for them. So don't doubt yourself, the universe is saying. It's just an extra message, it's kind of a sign, but also just a message, a kind of confirmation from the universe of truly that you are here to do big, big work. Now, as we wrap up your reading, this is just one last reminder to go enter to win the giveaway I'm doing for a private reading. These are valued at $222 and typically not available outside of my Wealth Vibe membership. So definitely go enter. I would love to get to potentially do a free reading for you all around abundance and whatever questions you have about manifesting money or success in your life. The link for that is, again, in the description and in the pinned comments below. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from this reading, how it resonated. If you are seeing some of these signs already, I would love to get to hear your thoughts on these and connect with you in the comments. That's one of my favorite parts of doing these readings. If you aren't already, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings, channeled messages, and other spiritual tips and tools for manifesting money. And with all that being said, I am wishing you massive prosperity and luck and abundance, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, this is the reading for pile number 2. If you picked pile number 2, you also picked the azurite with malachite crystal that we have here. This is going to be such a fun and kind of different reading from what we normally do. I've got some different kind of layouts. We're going to be using probably a lot more decks than we typically do because I want to get you some confirmation from the universe for what signs the universe will use to show you that you're on the right track with your money manifestations and that the money you want is coming to you. So just a very quick reminder before we dive into your reading that I do not currently offer private readings to anyone outside of my Wealth Vibe membership. So please be aware of anyone in the comments or other social media platforms pretending to be me and asking for payment for readings. The only exception to where I am currently offering private readings outside the membership right now is the free giveaway that I'm currently doing to celebrate the big publishing deal that we just signed for the Wealthy Women Oracle deck. And that's what I announced at the beginning of this whole video. So if you want to enter to win that free private reading or grab the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, the links for both of those are in the description and in the pinned comments below. With that being said, we're going to dive right into your reading. I'm so excited. This is so fun. All right, let's see. What does deck 2? What we're going to start with, just so you know, we're starting with some of the more internal signs you might see, and then we're going to move into external signs. So these are going to be more energies, feelings, patterns, habits within yourself that you're going to start to see when you're on the right track, that you'll know when you experience those things. You're on the right track. The money's close. It's coming faster and faster. And then we'll start looking at the external signs. So colors, numbers, animals, those sorts of things. All right, what does pile 2 need to hear? What is pile 2 looking for? What inner signs will pile 2 experience when the money they desire is close? Those are your 3 cards. Let's see what they say. All right, so our first card that we have here is the healer card. What this card is telling me right now is that as you start to get on track to the money you desire, you're going to feel a couple different things and experience a couple different things, pile 2. And they're all really beautiful. You are going to start to see that your presence around other people, it starts to have this ripple effect. Like the people around you start to get happier the more they're around you. They start to be more loving, more patient, more compassionate with themselves, with you, with other people. Like as you start to become more and more of a match for the money you desire, and your manifestations are getting closer and closer and closer, the universe is going to show this as being reflected through other people, because other people are going to be showing you so much more love, and you're going to be essentially radiating love. So you're going to both feel more loving, more patient with yourself, with others. I can see definitely with coworkers or clients or other people that you work with, especially. But you're going to have so much more love and compassion within yourself, and you're going to radiate it out. So when you feel yourself radiating love and just feeling more patient and more loving with other people, you're also that's the first sign that you know you're getting closer to the money you desire. But then also other people are going to pick up on that and reflect it back to you. They're going to feel it, whether consciously or not, and they're going to become just so much more like big balls of love. I'm just getting this picture and this feeling of like, it's just a love fest. Like your whole life starts to overflow with love. So the universe isn't saying everything in your life has to be perfect and every relationship has to be perfect before, the money you want is going to manifest, but it's going to be so much more loving than it is now. It's also not to say that you don't have a lot of love, but it's just going to kick up a notch, right? If you do, you're already like, all of my relationships are so love-filled. First of all, it means you're on track, way to go, to the money you want. But it also means that there's just more love. There's always more love we can access within ourselves, that we can experience, that we can share with others, receive from others. And as you do so, you're probably also going to have people start to say, wow, like just being in your presence calms me. Just being in your presence soothes me. Just being in your presence is so valuable to me. You're gonna start to help people heal even if you aren't a healer. I wouldn't be surprised if many of you watching this pile who were drawn to it are healers, whether traditionally in like Western medicine or alternative practices or therapists or energy healers. Like I sense that a lot of you who are drawn to this pile are probably healers. But if you're not, that's okay. You are a healer, pile 2, by nature. And everything you do when you're in alignment, when you are focusing on feeling love within yourself, first and foremost, and radiating that out into the world, you are going to naturally help others heal. Just your energy just heals people when you're in that aligned state. And so when you're in that state, it's going to feel good. That's a sign from the universe that the money is coming. And you're going to start to really see it reflected outward. And that's another sign, right? So there's a lot of layers, a lot of signs, internal and external. Now we also have the artisan card. So what you'll naturally kind of find yourself releasing as you get closer to the money you desire, and as the universe is saying you're on the right track and the money's coming, another sign will be that you start to release a lot of the worries or stories you had around money, meaning anything about your self-worth. Like you kind of get to a place, probably because you're so full of love and you're just overflowing and focused on love, but you get to a place internally, mentally, energetically, where whatever you're doing, whatever work you do, becomes not about the money anymore. You might already be at this point, and that's great. That's a great sign and confirmation that the money you want is pretty close, the success you want is close. But what's happening is, like with the artisan card, you focus more on your craft and on how money can support your fullest authentic expression of yourself in your work, in your business, in your career, in your day-to-day life, in your hobbies. Like you stop looking at money as an end goal and instead start looking at money more as a tool. And I could also see you just being so much more passionate about what you're doing than you are now. Like even if you love what you do, it's going to again kick it up a notch. But if you don't, you're going to start to feel it. So if you once you start to kind of feel yourself detaching from trying to make money versus how can I allow money to support my craft, my artistry, my fullest expression of who I am, my work, my mission here, as you start to feel yourself make that shift more and more, it's another sign that you're becoming more of a match for the money you desire and it's coming to you, right? So that's really beautiful and exciting. Now we also have abundant assembly, which means that you're going to find more of your soul family. And that's going to be kind of one of like the last big signs is when you start to feel like you found more and more of your soul tribe. Might just be meeting one amazing friend that you just feel like you've known forever, or you reconnect with some friends. I see this as being more personal. It could be professional, but I see it as being more in your personal life for you. But you're going to find more of your soul tribe, your soul family. And as you find more of your soul family, the people who get you, the people who love you, the people who love being around you, who have so much love for you, who get you on such a deep spiritual level, that I see the money coming through them, quite possibly. It's gonna come through them. Like they're gonna have job opportunity, or they're gonna hire you, or they're going to become clients or something like that, or have a connection for you. That could very much be how the money comes through. But regardless of whether they deliver the money to you or not, when you feel like you're starting to find your soul family more, it's another sign that the money is I'm getting that's like one of the last of these signs. It's like the money is just so close. So keep going and keep holding that energy and that faith that it's coming because you are so close to it. Yeah. Really exciting, really so much love for you. So those are more of the internal signs, right? And these are also things that you can work on consciously to align with, right? With more love for yourself, for others, with looking at money as a tool, not an end goal, and looking for your soul family. You can actually do a lot of that pile two. Some of what we had in pile one were things we could control. Some were more just kind of signs. But for you, these inner things are also things that you have you can focus on. You can prioritize connecting with people. You can prioritize shifting your mindset, cultivating love, right? Like you can do a lot of these things and it'll draw the money to you faster. And when you feel yourself in these states more and more and experiencing these things more and more, it's also a sign that the money's coming and that you're in alignment. So really cool. We are going to pull now from another deck. We're going to grab Green Witch deck, and we are going to see if there's any plants or anything else that stands out to me here from this deck of more external signs for you, for pile 2. More external signs for pile 2 that shows that the money is coming. Ooh, we have clarity and carrot. I'm getting with this that it's obviously carrots, very on the nose, could be a sign for you. I'm getting more that it's something orange. We're getting orange. The color orange might be a sign that money's coming to you. Could also be, I'm getting rabbits as well. We'll see. We're going to pull some animal cards too to just see what animal spirits might show up. But I'm getting that with the carrots. I'm also just getting, again, we have the eye here and carrots are associated with eyesight. I'm getting the sense that like you're gonna see a lot of your clues. It's gonna be less things that you hear and more of the signs from the universe are gonna be things that you see. I also would not be surprised if some of you, a sign that your money's coming is you have more clairvoyancy. This could be your inner eye as well. But also you're just going to observe, you're going to see the signs, less than hearing them or feeling them or, you know, like that sort of stuff. You're going to see the signs, whether clairvoyantly or just when you're out walking around or scrolling on social media, you'll see signs. And I wouldn't be surprised if the signs are like actual carrots, orange. I'm getting like earthy things. We'll get some more clarity here in a moment. I feel like when we pull our animal cards, I'm really curious to see if a rabbit or something similar that eats carrots is coming up for you. But those are just some things to look for. The 1 is also really standing out to me here. That doesn't always happen. Ones, I'm getting 1111 for you. Might be a sign, or just the 1 or ones repeating, like seeing that number, seeing the number 1 is something too for you. So just make note of that. We are going to pull, let's pull your animals. I want to pull your animals for you. All right, we're going to pull from Woodland Wardens deck. Ooh, this card is popping out for you. Okay, we had 2 cards pop out for you. We have the butterfly and snowdrop. For some reason, this one feels like it goes here. I'm seeing butterflies for you are a sign. We also have butterflies here on our healer card. Butterflies will be a sign for you. And then we also have the hare and oak. I knew it. Rabbits for you could be very much a sign. Again, it could be carrots. I'm getting that it's less about the carrots. It's more about rabbits. This is just kind of that double confirmation. Rabbits, hares, bunnies. And they signify new opportunities too. So, and I know those are associated with luck as well. So if you're coming from deck 1, this could be some crossover for you. But this is really, this to me, these 2 definitely, because we have some double confirmation with the butterflies here, but what's coming through the strongest is bunnies. So if you see rabbits or a friend of yours gets a pet rabbit or you get a pet rabbit, maybe you just got one, maybe, you know, like your kid all of a sudden is like, I want a rabbit, or, you know, drawing bunnies, or you just see them online, or, you know, you see them out in the wild. That's a sign. Those are all signs. That's the universe speaking through animals. It's speaking through rabbits, saying the money's coming. And also what I'm getting is the money's multiplying, because rabbits multiply, right? But that's something that's coming through real strong from my spirit team right now. Is just they're saying the money's multiplying when you see a rabbit. So what you want, this is so exciting. The guidance I'm getting is what you want is coming. It's coming quickly. We have quick animals. And it's compounding. It's multiplying. It's going to be even more than what you asked for or thought. It's going to be even better than what you thought. It'll probably also come through some new opportunities than you maybe thought possible. So again, some of those might be through your new soul tribe, your new soul family. So that's so exciting. I love that confirmation. That makes me so happy. Okay, let's see. We are going to do, see if there's any other colors coming up for you. I already think that may be some orange for you, but let's see what card we have here for you. I feel like it's calling to me from in here. There it is. Ooh, black kyanite. Oh, that was one of the crystals on our other decks, on deck 4, which I haven't filmed yet. I haven't done that reading yet. This might be telling you there's a message there for you. Also, black or kyanite itself might call to you, might be a sign. I'm saying this is a sign for you to go watch deck 4 if it feels aligned. You absolutely do not have to. These can be all the signs that you need, but that's crazy because I actually just bought that black kyanite yesterday. Just bought it yesterday. It was calling to me. So this might be for you. All right, I'm going to grab 1 or 2 more cards for you. Yeah, I'm going to grab 1 or 2 more cards for you just for any last messages from the universe. So we have your signs, your inner signs, your outer signs. We have numbers. We have potential colors, more so our animals. So we have all of those signs. I'm going to I feel called to pull another card or 2 for you just for any last messages from the universe. They might be more signs. They might, these cards might also just be last messages that the universe wants to share with you, that it has for you right now. So let's see what it's got for you in store. I'm going to draw a card from here. Do that one. And I'm thinking one more from your wealthy woman pile that we have to pull from. All right, my loves. We have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So the universe is saying that there's nothing's happening by chance for you right now. You're in a season where it's kind of like this is something that was fated for you. And right now, the universe is saying you might be feeling like, I'm getting the feeling of like feeling stuck, no, it's more than stuck. I'm feeling like a lot of sadness all of a sudden pulling this card for you, deck 2. And this is not sadness at what will be, this is sadness at what has been. And the universe is saying whatever struggle you feel like you're having right now that's affecting your ability to manifest or create the money or success you desire, the universe wants you to know it's not for nothing. It's happening for you, even if it sounds to me like that's going to be so hard to swallow, though, is what it's feeling like, because this feels really heavy. Like, I don't know if there's been some sort of trauma, some sort of really heavy thing that you've been carrying, pile 2. But oh my God, as soon as I saw this card, it was this wave of just like heaviness and sadness and almost defeat. But the universe is saying it's coming to an end, whatever it is that you've been carrying. And I'm getting the image of when a fire burns down a land, right? And there's nothing there and it just looks like total devastation. But then things can grow anew from it. And from nothing comes everything is what's coming through. Wow, deck 2, from nothing comes everything. So if it feels like you're starting at square one, or it feels like you have nothing, or it feels like you have so far to go, like the universe is just saying, look for these signs, focus on these 3 things that we covered at the beginning of the reading. And you're coming to the end of this. I know this says seeding the light, but my mind keeps reading it as seeing the light. Like you are going to see the light, and you've also been seeding the light. You've been laying foundations. This can feel like what you've been through can feel like destruction, or feel like loss, or feel like dismay, but it's almost like the Tower card in tarot. It's like it was all crumbling down so you could build anew, so you could learn. I think there were a lot of other lessons and things that needed to play out for you there that we're not going into in this reading, but in terms of money and career and success, a lot needed to be cleared away so that you could get these new opportunities, so that you could grow and truly find love and know the truth that love is all that is. Wow, really beautiful messages coming through. Oh my gosh. And then our last card we have from the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck is the Adventurer card. You're about to go on an adventure, my love. This is all ending. Whatever was hard is ending. And it's laid the foundation for a beautiful adventure. I see this as like almost a total rebirth. Oh my gosh, makes sense with the butterflies. There's so much beauty ahead for you. There's so much abundance. Financially, yes, but also in terms of love, abundance of love, abundance of friendship, abundance of creativity and expression. There's abundance in every meaning of the word, and you're gonna adventure into more of it. This is what lays ahead for you. This is what you're moving on from, what you're building on top of, and the universe is just saying there's so much available for you if you're willing to venture forth. Deck 2. So it's, wow, I didn't expect such an emotional, like, whenever the emotions come through on these readings, it always takes me by surprise. But this is, I'm like crying tears of like the pain and the transmutation that you've been through, but also of joy for what I can see and feel coming for you. Deck 2. So, oh my goodness. Okay, I just had to take a moment to process that emotion that came through for you, that I channeled through. Whew. Now, as we wrap up your reading, my loves, just one last reminder to go enter to win the giveaway I'm doing for a private reading. These are valued at $222 and are typically not available outside of my Wealth Vibe membership. So definitely go enter. The link to do so, and also to get the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, are in the description and the pinned comment below. I would love to get to potentially do a free reading for you if you win the giveaway. It would be all around abundance and whatever questions you have about manifesting money or success in your life. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment below letting me know what you took from this reading, how it resonated. If you're already seeing some of these signs that we talked about, I would love to get to know. I love getting to hear your thoughts and connecting in the comments. It's such a highlight for me of doing these videos. You are also welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings, channeled messages, and other spiritual tips and tools for manifesting money, if you're not already subscribed. With all that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance and adventure and love and all the amazing things you have coming, pile 2. So I will see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello and welcome to the reading for pile 3. If you picked pile 3, you also picked the prehnite with epidote. If I'm saying that right, apologies if I am not. This is going to be such a fun and kind of different reading from what I think we kind of normally do, just by a little bit. I have some different kind of card layouts I'm going to be using. We're probably going to be using a lot more decks than we normally do. But I'm so excited because we're going to get some confirmation from the universe for what signs that the universe will use to show you that you're in alignment, you're on the right track with your money manifestations, and that the money or success you want is coming to you. Now, a very quick reminder before we dive in to your reading is that I do not offer private readings to the general public, to anyone outside of my Wealth Vibe membership. So please be aware of anyone in the comments or on other social media platforms pretending to be me and asking for payment for readings. Those people are not me. The only exception right now for me offering any sort of private reading outside of the Wealth Vibe membership is in the free giveaway that I'm currently doing to celebrate the big publishing deal we just signed for the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. So if you want to enter to win that free private reading or grab your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck before our current stock runs out, the links are in the description and in the pinned comment below. So with that being said, let's get into your reading. So how this reading is going to be structured is we're going to shuffle, we're going to pull some cards from the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck, and then we'll bring in some cards from other decks. We're going to start with getting some clarity on more inner signs, energetic signs that the money you want is coming, that you're in alignment. And then from there, we will focus more on external signs with some of the later cards and decks we use. So just so you know where we're going with this. I'm going to start out a little more nebulous and then get much more tangible. So I want at least 3 cards for you from the Wealthy Woman Oracle. For us to start off with, what are the inner signs for deck 3, for pile 3? Inner signs that the money you want is coming to you. All right, so the first card we have is the Leader. So the guidance that comes through here, what the Leader card tells me in terms of signs, right, is on an inner level, when you feel more in control of your finances or your business or your work or your career, when you feel more in control of it, that's a really key sign that you are on the right track and that the money is just around the corner, or the success is just around the corner. Now, when I say in control, I want to be clear here because the guidance that's coming through is very clear. Control does not mean you are a control freak necessarily. It does not mean that you are you're forcing the money to come to you. The universe wants to be clear that this isn't a message of like when you do something and you think it'll make you money, you're coming at it with the energy of forcing money to come to you. That's not what control means in this context. Control means that you feel like no matter what, you can handle whatever comes your way financially or career-wise. Like you are so embodied in being a leader and seeing yourself as a leader that you're like, of course the money's going to follow me. I'm not chasing the money's following me. And regardless of what your external reality looks like, when you can feel that more, when you find yourself feeling that more of just being so certain of like, of course money's attracted to me. Of course I'm a money magnet. Of course people want to hire me or pay me or work with me. Of course, because I'm amazing. I'm a leader. I'm powerful. I'm strong. I can handle anything. I can figure anything out. When you get more in that energy, in that headspace, that's a surefire sign that the money's coming to you. Okay, so maybe you're already feeling some of that. Maybe you're feeling more of it than you used to. That's a great sign that you're on track. If you're feeling like a complete loss and out of control with money, with maybe the way you spend or manage it, or even just your ability to earn it, that's a sign from the universe that it's like it's time to look at how you can shift things or what you need to tidy up or heal in order to feel like more of that leader or main character of your life, right? That's really like main character energy is what I'm getting here. We also have radiant and abundance. So again, this is just more confirmation of what I just said of more and more being able to live the delusion. I'm doing a lot of quotes here, but I want to be really intentional with how I'm phrasing things for you because the universe is being very precise with what guidance is coming through for you, pile 3, and how it wants me to communicate it. So when you start to be able to live more in the state of the wish fulfilled, right, as Neville Goddard or Law of Assumption says for us, when you can start to live more in the fantasy, live in the mental reality of having everything you desire and feeling abundant before the money shows up, that's when you're just like, you're so close. It's coming to you so fast. The more you can let what is fall away, the universe saying the less that your current 3D reality bothers you or weighs on you or impacts you, and the more you can stay steady in holding the vision and the belief and being the version of you who has the wealth you desire, or the success you desire, the money's like, it's right on its way. When you find yourself more and more being able to ignore 3D or external circumstances and instead be unconditional in how abundant you feel and just radiate that out, that's going to draw the money to you. And it's also a sign that like the money's coming, right? So just that's something you can work on, right? Is you can work on self-concept, seeing yourself as a leader. You could affirm getting like affirmations for I'm a leader, money follows me, I'm in charge of my life, I'm the main character of my life, I create my life, I'm the creator of my reality. All those are great affirmations for you to use, rewire yourself with that self-concept. And then I'm also seeing just like continually as you do that, like you can also focus on looking at, if you look at what is and you're like, the money I want isn't here yet, the success I want or milestone isn't here yet. The universe is saying, just remind yourself that doesn't dictate what will be. What is right now will not dictate what will be unless you let it. And the less you when you start to see yourself less and less, allowing your external reality to dictate the stories you tell yourself about what's possible or what could happen next or in the future, that's the sign that you're on the right track, and the faster the money's going to come to you. Lastly, for these cards, we have rebirth. So another sign, the kind of last signs you're going to go through, and I get the sense you might have already been going through some of this for many of you watching, but regardless of where you are going to go through some ego deaths. Those ego deaths are also a sign that the money you want is coming. You're becoming the version of you who has the wealth you desire. You're kind of skipping timelines, you're quantum leaping, you're shifting realities. And I'm getting that this, for many of you, will be a big ego death. It might be kind of painful. Ego deaths are typically painful. But you're also going to have the awareness through it that you create your reality. So I feel like even though this will be a big ego death, it won't be as painful as it might have been in the past for you because you've grown a lot by the time you get to it. For some of you, this could be a series of smaller ego deaths that lead up to a big ego death and therefore, again, lessen the blow of it. So, but it's going to be big in the sense of you're going to be reborn. So when you start to see yourself shifting identities quite a bit, starting to see yourself shift your self-concept quite a bit, especially in this direction of being the leader of your life. And you start to feel the old ways you identified yourself falling away. That is a really big sign that the universe is like, that is going to be like the sign that like basically you're there. Like the money, the success, whatever you're manifesting is right around the corner. Like it is so close. You could almost touch it. So, and it's coming, right? So that'll be kind of like the final sign before the wealth or the money you desire manifests into your life. So yeah, these are really powerful cards. Some of the other cards, like the last pile we did, was a lot more loving, gentle energy. Yours is much more powerful, transformative, life-changing, world-changing, world-shaking energy, which is really exciting. It might be a little tumultuous, but we'll see what other signs and messages the universe has for you. But the universe is saying, you got this. Like, don't be scared by ego death or anything like that. Like, you've kind of, I'm getting that you've been training for this, whatever that means to you. You've been training for this transformation, for the wealth, the abundance, the success you are manifesting. You've been training. You're ready to hold it, or you will be very soon. So look for these signs. We're going to pull some more cards to look for external signs, but look for these signs within yourself. And also, the ego death is going to happen naturally on its own. It's going to happen the more that you focus on being the leader of your life and dropping the attachment to what is, and instead tuning into and aligning with and embodying what you decide will be. That'll happen naturally, but you can focus on these things, right? To bring yourself more into alignment. And the more you feel them, the more you know you're on the right track for you specifically, pile 3, to getting the money or success you desire. So those are more of the internal signs. Now we're going to pull some cards. I want to pull from, we're going to look for, see if there's anything in nature, any plants, or anything else that comes through in these cards of what external signs pile 3 might be looking for to know that the money they desire is on the way. This card is calling to me. What's this one right here? We have beetroot, passion. We have number 7. I'm getting 7. 7's traditionally a lucky number. So the number 7 might be something that occurs for you frequently. That might be a sign if you see 7s or 7s repeating. It's the universe saying the money you desire is coming. Your guides are telling you and reassuring you. I'm getting that I don't feel like beetroot itself is going to be that much of a symbol for you. It could be. If it is, run with it. Use this as confirmation. I see this more as actually what it's talking about with the passion. When you find, you're going to find yourself feeling more and more passionate about something. I get the sense as you go through your rebirth, as you go through your ego death, you're going to find whatever you're doing for work, you start to become more passionate about. I don't necessarily see you changing careers or industries. You could. I see this more as whatever you're doing, because you're rebirthing yourself into the leader version of you, the version of you who knows that they already have what they desire before it shows up. You're going to see your work through a whole new lens. So when you start to see your work through a whole new lens, when you start to feel more passionate about it, I know this is kind of an internal thing again, but the universe is really saying when you start to feel more passionate about the work you're doing, that's a really big sign for you that the money's coming, pile 3. But again, also, number 7 is what's really coming through here for you as I'm looking at it. All right, let's pull. I want to find some animals. See if there's any animal guides that might be really calling to you and saying, this is something to look for. The universe will speak through us. So we have the ram and dahlia, and we have the dragonfly and pansy. Determination, balance. So I could see the ram being a sign for you. I see it more as I'm being more drawn to the dragonfly. I'm seeing like quick animals, but truly, mostly this one's really standing out to me. I see that this change too is going to be so quick. Right? I want more external things, but a lot of the messages coming through are so internal for you, pile 3. I'm going to pull some extra cards for you. But the more determined you are, the more balance you're going to strike between, living in this physical world and then also in more the spiritual inner world. The more determined and focused you are on that, the faster it's going to happen for you. So I could see the dragonfly being an animal guide for you. I don't think that's actually the true animal guide for you, is the guidance I'm getting. This is just kind of an extra message to be determined, and this is going to come quickly, determined on that inner work we talked about. I'm going to pull from our other animal deck to get your animal guide. Ooh, okay, here it is. Scarab beetle. Magic works for you. This one is calling to me. This one is your spirit animal. And this isn't necessarily your spirit animal. This is just the animal that the universe is using right now for whatever you're currently manifesting in terms of money or success. This is the animal to be looking for, to know that that's a sign from the universe when you see it. That's why I was kind of drawn. That's why now it makes sense why I was like, it's kind of the dragonfly, but not, because we have another winged insect, right? But this is scarab beetle in particular. So the universe is saying, look for scarab beetles, right? Like you might be somewhere where scarab beetles are something similar to them. I'm thinking like almost like those big June beetles, where maybe you see those in the wild, but also you might see scarab beetles on jewelry. You might see them on prints. You might see photos of them. You might see them online when you're scrolling. As you see scarab beetles, that is a sign from the universe that you're on track in the universe. Your guides are just being like, you're on the right track. Have faith. Keep persisting in that inner reality and that belief that you already have what you desire before it manifests into your 3D reality. It's really, this is the sign to look for. So the more you start to see scarab beetles, it's another possible way that the universe is speaking to you. So that's a really beautiful one. Let's see. What else do I want? I want to pull a card for you to see if there's any colors in particular that are another sign, especially if you saw like a scarab beetle in a certain color. What would that be for pile 3? Any colors or other messages the universe wants to speak to you through? Ooh, angel aura quartz. This is beautiful. So kind of like rainbowy. Rainbows could be a sign for you. I'm also seeing like this iridescence in the scarab beetle as well. And we also have not quite a rainbow, but a light arc here. A lot of light. You might see also like patterns in the light. You might be someone who works with light beings. That's a very specific thing. But more generally, rainbows and light. I get the sense that you might see, light playing out of the corner of your eye. You might catch the light in places. You might see light reflecting off of things in patterns that like grab your attention and make you double take. You might see rainbows frequently as you start to see more rainbows. Those are signs from the universe for you as well. Pile 3. Yeah, that's really beautiful. I need to get me some angel aura quartz. I don't have any. I'm gonna have to get some soon. Okay, let's pull to see. We already have, again, I think your number really is 7. I could see your number being also 52. I'm more drawn to the 7, but if 52 resonates with you, that's the other one that I would pull from this reading for you as a sign. I am going to pull another couple cards to just get any last messages. So these are our signs, right? Our internal signs, our number, more external signs, especially with rainbows and scarab beetles. Those and light doing interesting things, maybe seeing things in shadows even, the absence or play of light.
those are the external things to look for you, okay? And then we have the internal things as well to signify that you're on track. The money you desire is coming. The success you want is manifesting. It's on its way. These are the things to look for. We're now going to pull a couple cards just for any last messages for the universe. I don't get the sense that these are going to be signs to look for. I get the sense these are going to be last messages from the universe that you need to just hear right now. Okay, so I want at least one card here from this deck. See if any, I feel like it's this one right here. We have Bring Your Monster Flowers. I'm feeling another one from this deck, I think, for you. It's this one. That was popping out earlier, and it's saying, pick me. This is the message for you. I actually had two more pop out. So we have Stand Tall and Mind Your Monkey Business. So, universe is saying, as you kind of start to see the money you desire get closer, maybe you even start to see some of it pop into your reality, there might be judgment from others or people who just don't get it. And maybe some of this judgment even comes from yourself. Like, maybe you're like, maybe there's judgment around, am I worthy of it? Or is it, am I capable of continuing it or holding this money or, continuing to earn this amount? Is it crazy of me to kind of not look at what is, but what I desire to have? But the universe is saying, stand tall. Stand tall, be that leader of your life, and do not pay attention to what others are saying or doing. They are not on the same track as you. They do not fully get you. You do have people in your life, I'm getting, or will very soon, who do get you. So this isn't about you being lonely, but just not giving voice to the haters is what I'm getting. Like, don't give them credence. Oftentimes, as we start to get more successful, it triggers more and more people. And the universe is saying, own it. Be the leader of your life. Be your weird, different self. This is with your Bring Your Monster Flowers card, which is a card I love in here. Like, be all of you and be who you want to be. Embody that. Let yourself become that version of you. Rebirth into it. Do not let anyone tell you what you can or can't have, what you can or can't be, what you can or can't do. Don't let anyone tell you what rules there are for being successful, for making money. That looks so different for everyone. We are all so unique. We each have different skills, different histories, different talents, different missions, different definitions of wealth and success. No one in this world is you or can tell you what you should want or how you can get it. That's what the universe is saying. So just remember that. These might not even be people close to you. They could just be kind of people in the peripheral. But there might be some of that, I don't want to say hate, I want to say more like projections flung on you as you rise, as you have more success and more wealth. Don't let it get to you. Deck 3, okay? Don't let it get to you. You are so powerful. Do not give your power away, okay? See if there's any last messages for you. I'm getting one card for you here from the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. Prosperous Prayer. Okay, this is just tell the story you want to tell. This just, again, it keeps coming back to these guidances that we got here. Tell the story you want to tell, what you want to be true in the future, not what currently is, okay? Tell the story you want to be true. Tell the story you want to manifest. Say it out loud to yourself. Write it down regularly. Doing a regular visualization can be good for this. But you get to have what you want, but you need to speak it into existence. This could be speaking it in your own mind or speaking it externally, but the universe is saying, tell the story you want, not what is. Okay? We just keep coming back to that, but there's just so much confirmation for you around that, and I feel like that's maybe one of the biggest blocks for you right now. So it's something to think about, and as you start to shift that and start to see movement towards your desires and towards your manifestations coming to you, look for these external signs and these external signs to validate to you that you are on the right track, that it's coming, that you're in alignment. Now, as we wrap up your reading, this is just one last reminder to go and enter to win the giveaway that I'm doing for a private reading. These private readings are valued at $222 and typically are not available outside of my Wealth Vibe membership. So definitely go enter. I would love to get to potentially do a free reading for you all around abundance and whatever questions you specifically have as an individual around manifesting money or success in your life. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. The link to enter the giveaway is below in the description, as well as the link to grab the copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck if that calls to you. If you enjoyed this reading, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it and how it resonated. Let me know if you're already seeing some of these signs, if any of this really spoke to you. I love getting to hear your thoughts and connect with you in the comments on these videos. It's such a treat for me. You are also welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings, channeled messages, and other spiritual tips and tools for manifesting money if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you here as part of this amazing community we're building. And with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity, confidence in yourself, and so much abundance. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Hello, this is the reading for pile 4. If you picked pile 4, you also picked the black kyanite crystal here. This is going to be such a fun and kind of different reading. Not too much, but a little different from what we normally do. I have some different layouts, some different card spreads, some different kind of quantities of decks. We're probably going to be pulling a lot more decks than we normally do for this reading because I really want to get you some confirmation from the universe for what signs that the universe will use to show you that you're on the right track with your money manifestations and that the money you want is coming to you. So a very quick reminder before we dive into your reading here that I do not currently offer private readings to anyone outside of the Wealth Vibe membership. So please be aware of anyone in the comments or on other social media platforms pretending to be me and asking for payment for readings. The only exception for where I currently offer any sort of private reading outside of my Wealth Vibe membership right now is the free giveaway that I'm currently doing to celebrate the big publishing deal we just signed for the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. So if you want to enter to win that free private reading or grab your own copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck before our current stock is gone, then the links to do so are in the description and in the pinned comment below. So with that being said, let's dive into your reading. We're going to move your crystal out of the way and we're going to just start shuffling. So just so you know, pile 4, how this reading is going to go, we're going to pull some cards from the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck first, from your pile of it, and just see what you need to hear in terms of what signs the universe is going to use to speak to you on a more internal or energetic level. So these first things we'll read are the more internal signs for how the universe is going to communicate to you that you're on the right track, that the money you want is coming. After that, we will pull from some other decks to get more clarity on external signs that you'll be looking for. So we're going to start a little more nebulous, conceptual, and then we're going to dive into more of the external, tangible things as we go. So just so you know what to expect. All right, so the first card we have is Garden of Wealth. So this guidance that's coming through with this card is that as you start to get closer to the wealth you desire, and as the money or success you were trying to manifest is coming, as it's on its way, the universe is going to say that there's going to be, you're going to feel more of a pull to nature, honestly. You're also going to feel like a lot of other areas of your life are starting to bloom. Okay, so things that, for example, if you've been wanting more success and a new relationship or more passion in your relationship or some improvements in other areas of your life outside of career or work or money, you're going to start to see those things first. And then they're going to kind of precede the money or the success showing up. So when you start to see other areas of your life start to bloom, start to become so full, that's when you know that the money you desire is coming. And I also get the sense that some of you watching this pile are like, well, that's not going to happen because I really want a relationship or something else and I'm nowhere near getting it. No idea where it would come from. It can come in the most surprising ways. Okay, that's what the universe is saying. So first of all, other areas of your life will start to improve as you kind of start to be like, whoa, so many things are getting so good. Like that's a sign the universe is like, that's kind of the timeline you're on, and that it's a sign that next is coming, the money, the success, whatever it is you're trying to manifest in that realm. But like I said, also, you might feel more pulled to be in nature. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you start actually gardening or doing things with plants, just being more in nature. If nature doesn't call to you, it could be more of a sign for like internal nourishment. But as you start to feel a pull with nature and as you start to connect more with nature in some way, you're going to start to also like see the money start trickling and the success start popping into your life, start blooming in your life as well. So those are kind of two signs for you there to look for, right? Some of this you can, this is not really something you can really force. This is something that it's more like, that's just the sign that you're on the timeline and you're on the right path when you start to experience those sorts of things within yourself and in your life. You can't really force other parts of your life to improve. Maybe you start to like exercise more or take your diet into your hands a little bit more. But like a lot of the sense I'm getting is that these are going to be natural improvements that just kind of happen on their own. You don't really have to try. So that's kind of nice, but also it means if you're impatient, you can't really force this guidance. This is just a marker that you're progressing toward the wealth you desire. We also have financial flow. So with financial flow, with this card, I have a sign. The sign that's coming through is that you'll start to see your finances like flow differently. When I say flow differently, I wouldn't be surprised for those of you watching this pile if there's some sort of career shift. I'm getting the sense that some of you in jobs might be like promoted within the same company or have a lateral move somewhere in your company. Any sort of shift in your work. Maybe it's even just like you shift work hours, you shift teams you're working with. There's some sort of shift where the flow changes, right? This also could be if you're in business, you launch a new product or offer, you shift from like maybe live offerings to passive offerings or a new product. Like something shifts where money's coming in a slightly different way, or what you're doing to make money shifts. There's going to be some sort of shift. And when that shift happens, that's like opening the floodgates to abundance. So it's another sign, right? And the universe is also saying this to kind of comfort you, because I get the sense that the shift might be a little scary for you, or it might be come out of nowhere. But the universe is saying it's happening for you, and it's going to turn out so great. All right, so don't stress about it. Again, it's another thing that you can't really force. Okay. And then our other card we have here is Bountiful Blessings, which I always love to see this card come up in readings that we do here on the channel, because we're always talking about money. And this is one of the cards that is just so much abundance and so many bountiful blessings, right? As the name suggests. The universe is saying with this, as you start to notice yourself noticing more blessings, being more aware of all the abundance you already have in your life, in all areas of your life, not just around money, that's when the money's just like, it's right about to pop. So there's kind of almost a journey I'm seeing laid out for you in these cards of the current timeline you're on, of as you start to see other parts of your life flourish, you start to maybe spend time in nature more, be more drawn to plants or nature more, something's going to shift in your career, in your business, something like that. Either a choice you make that's out of your comfort zone to shift careers or jobs, or you kind of get like promoted or change teams or something like that. Something's going to happen that shifts the way you're making money in some shape or form. And as these things together are going to unlock your ability to further see the blessings in life, all the blessings you have. It's going to start to be easier and easier for you to have more gratitude for what you have too, and for all the abundance you have, even if it's not money yet, or as much as you would like. And as you start to almost kind of not need the money to feel rich or feel wealthy because your life is so full, that's the money. Then the money is going to pop into your reality. That's like the last sign here is then as soon as you cultivate that, and that is something that you can start to cultivate. It's going to happen naturally as these other things play out. But a big sign is like for you, you can be working to bring yourself into alignment with this sign, with this quality. So start cultivating the habit now. My team is saying, they're saying, tell them to start now. Start cultivating the habit of looking for the abundance you have, whether it's financial or otherwise, in your life, in all areas of your life. What are the ways that you are blessed What is the bounty that you are blessed with in this lifetime? Start looking for that. And the more, it's where your attention goes, your energy flows, right? So just something to keep in mind. I'm also getting here with some of these cards. A more external sign, the moon. The moon is a sign for you. The moon is a sign for you, my loves. So if you feel a kinship with the moon, honestly, working with the lunar cycles might also help draw the money to you. If you're someone who menstruates, menstrual cycle might be something to work with as well, to work with for abundance. But really the moon is a big player. I wouldn't be surprised, some of you, I don't know if I've shared this on this channel or very publicly, but I do a lot of deity work with Artemis. I have a kinship with Artemis, and she actually connected me with the collective that I channel from a long, long time ago. And the moon for me is a very big sign, a very big guiding force in my life. So that might be something for you. Also, just Artemis might be someone that you're connected with or have a kinship with. And if you are, then this is more confirmation that the money you desire is coming to you. That's a sign that you get to work with. So the moon or Artemis or mentions or pictures of those of like Artemis or the moon or other lunar deities is a sign for you, and might be someone or some energy you have a connection to as well, which is really beautiful. That's very different from what's come up in the other piles in this reading. All right. Ooh, now I want to talk to you personally because I want to meet my fellow moon people. All right, we are going to get some, I guess we're doing animals. I was going to go for plants, but we're going straight for animals. So maybe we'll do some plants in a minute, but this deck feels right to me right now. Whoa. Okay, so we have dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. I believe dogs are a sign of Artemis. I believe hounds, like hunting parties, you know. Anyways, this isn't to force Artemis deity work on anybody, but dogs might be a spirit animal for you. You might be a dog person. You might have a dog. You might have multiple dogs, but more so seeing dogs around you. Maybe, you know, having family members say they want to get a dog. These are all signs from the universe that money is coming. Seeing if you have your own dogs, seeing them act in a way they haven't before can be a sign that the money you desire is coming, or the success you desire is coming. And dogs could be a big sign for you. Oh my gosh, we have owl spirit. This is another Artemis animal. I'm just saying. You see clearly now. Owls as well. And again, these are nocturnal creatures. So again, the moon keeps coming up for me to communicate. That's like a big sign for you, a big guiding force for you. But owls can be another animal spirit. Owls, wisdom too. Really, I just see, like, I'm so drawn to the crown too on this illustration. There's like the more that you're gonna see owls, notice owls, hear owls, whether in the wild or you see owls on social media as you're scrolling, anything like that, pictures of owls, someone's talking about owls or gifts you something with an owl on it, that is a sign from the universe that the wealth you desire is coming. But it's just a sign that like things are really like about to pop for you. That's a big one. Oh my God. Dear spirit. These are all Artemis animals, you guys. I'm kind of blown away by the synchronicity here. I should be used to it by now, but this is blowing my mind. These are all, to my knowledge and what I know with what I practice with animals that are associated with the goddess Artemis. So, just further confirmation, I also feel Artemis speaking to me. I channel from her every now and then, and from the collective. Of course, I channel from them all the time, but she's definitely here, and she has some sort of connection with you as well, if that resonates with you. You know, take what works for you, leave what doesn't. It could just be the moon and the essence of the moon, but these are all confirmation of that, right? So again, deer, I see deer all the time. Where I live, I'm in the Pacific Northwest, and even in our suburb, we just have deer walk through the streets every now and then. It's not all the time, but it's, a couple times, I'd say like once or twice a month. Sometimes I've seen them like 4 times in a day, which is insane, and that's always a sign to me, right? So these are signs for you. If you see these animals, that money is coming. None of these numbers are jumping out to me for you. For for your number signs, for numbers that might have significance for you, pile four. So we're going to pull here. We might see if some of the numbers on these cards jump out to us, or just if there's more nature, because again, we had some of the nature for you. Some plants or anything like that, that will be signs for you, or anything that they might indicate. I can definitely feel a card in here for you. It's just, oh, it's one of these. Let's shuffle these to find your card. All right, we have chrysanthemum, longevity, and we have abundance. There's also the moon and the sun. Apollo and Artemis, honestly, might be a thing. Or it could even just be twins, seeing twins or seeing two of these animals together. Another sign for you. Ooh, there's your number, 2. That's the number that's coming through for you. 2, if you see the number 2, repeating 2 of things that are significant to you, like 2 animals, 2 of these same animals, or, 2 of these in the same day or something like that. That's another sign. Or you see the time, 222, like those are all signs for you that the abundance you want is coming, that you're in alignment with it, that you're on the right track for it. So that's really exciting. I'm going to make sure we get all this in frame for you, because we have just another couple cards. I want to see if there's any specific colors or anything else that comes through here with this deck for pile 4. Smoky quartz. Again, you're drawn to the black kyanite as well. So I want to say like black or dark colors could be a sign for you, especially if you see like a black dog, black or brown owl. Deers are typically brown, so there you go. A lot of those darker colors, maybe purplish hue too with some of our plants here, but really I'm seeing, especially if you're seeing like black or brown of these animals, or the number 2 in brown or black or something like that in a way that's significant for you, right? That could be something else for you. That is a sign as well. All right, we are going to pull just 1 or 2 more cards, just for some last messages for you, my loves. Oh boy, I feel like there's going to be a lot of cards that come out from here. I can already feel it. Like, I feel like the universe has a really strong message for you. But just like what I'm pulling now, I feel like is just kind of more of a message. It could be some more signs, but really we have a lot of your internal signs here, your timeline. We have your animals. We have your number is 2. We have the colors of like dark purple or brown or black, that kind of family of colors. If those are significant to you, right? Of course, always take what works for you, leave what doesn't, what resonates and what doesn't. But this is just see if there's any last signs, but really just any messages that the universe really wants to get through to you. I want to pull, I'm feeling really called to pull. Like I said, just this is a day with these messages that I want to be pulling from all the decks. And I want to pull one more from your Wealthy Woman stack that we have for you. Let's see, which one are you? This one. Okay, my love, so we'll start here with our Fail Abundantly card. So I feel what I need to see this before we go on. Okay. So the universe, this is, again, like I said, these aren't signs, this is a message, okay? To just wrap things up here. The universe is saying, as things start to bloom in your life, as you start to see more blessings, it might feel in some ways like you're moving away from the wealth you desire or the success you desire. Like you might start to, like I said, have better health, have better relationships, start new, really rewarding relationships, friendships, romantic endeavors. You might feel like a lot of things are going right in a lot of areas of your life, but actually things are even like moving backwards away from the wealth or the success you desire. But remember what I said, like whatever that shift is, where it kind of shifts the way that money's coming to you, whether it's a big or small way, it'll feel jarring at first. It might come out of nowhere or out of it might be just feel out of your comfort zone if you're choosing to do this thing. But the universe is again reminding you like it's it's going to turn out great. So even any fears you have, any perceived failures you have, like if you're launching something new in your business and it completely flops, it's going to lead to the success, right? That you want. It's going to lead to the money. The failures are actually a necessary part of the journey. And I think that's true for everyone, but especially for where you are and whatever money or success you're trying to manifest right now, pile for. There will be failures along the way. And that's actually another sign that you're going in the right direction when you're failing a little bit or feel like you're failing. But the universe is saying there's no such thing as failure. And this is all divinely guided, okay? With our Akasha card, your guidance is divinely guided. You are being so guided. If you feel like you're failing at all financially, even though other things are going well in your life, it's just that you're being repositioned for something even better to happen, for getting what you actually want, okay? So the universe just wants you to know that and not freak out and then sabotage all the goodness that is happening in other parts of your life, okay? And then our last, oh, so beautiful, our last card, this is from the Wealthy Woman deck to bring it full circle, is receiving mode, which is one of my favorite messages from the cards from this deck. So, my loves, the universe is saying there's going to be a little bit of surrender required on your part. A little bit of surrender to get what you want. Surrender to the failures. They're going to lead to abundance. Fail abundantly. Surrender to the shifts. And just allow things to bloom. We have more flowers, right? Allow things to bloom in your life. Allow all the blessings to bloom in your life. The universe is telling me this really profound message to share with you, which is allow yourself to just kind of like, again, especially with our financial flow card with all the water, allow yourself, and I see water here. Ooh, it's all coming together. Allow yourself, pile 4, to just go for the ride of life. Like, surrender to the currents of life. See where it takes you. This doesn't mean you just stop trying or you stop going to work or stop trying to make money or whatever it is you're working toward. It just means that you don't try to force something to go a certain way, because when you let things happen how they're going to happen, when you open yourself to be okay with failure, because no matter what, there's no real such thing as failure. It's always redirecting you or repositioning you or teaching you something that's going to actually lead to the wealth and success you desire. When you surrender to that and surrender to just where life wants to take you and looking at life like, what can I experience in this life? What can I make of wherever life pushes me? Wherever the flow takes me? What can I make of that? What can I experience? How can I open myself up to experience it? That's what, like, you will drop so much resistance and welcome in so much more abundance than you could have ever imagined. So that's just a kind of separate message that the universe has for you here, right? Like, you're so supported. Let yourself be supported by the universe, by others, by yourself, by your higher self, whatever makes sense for you, but let yourself be supported. Oh my gosh, I just saw 2222 for you. So that is perfect confirmation with your numbers. Okay. Yeah. That's the big thing. Don't be afraid, is what the universe is saying. Don't be afraid. I've got you. Don't be afraid. It's all going to get really good. Don't be afraid. It's all working out for you. Don't be afraid. 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 That's really what's coming through for you. And really, when we think about the moon going through its cycles, which we have the moon back here, it's very faint as well. As we think about the moon it goes through its cycles, and sometimes it seems like it's not there, right? We have the new moon, the dark moon, or it feels really small, like we have a crescent moon, but it's still whole. It's just reflecting light a different way, right? And so it's like it'll look whole again soon. So if things feel like they're failing, it's all gonna come together again for you. Everything has a cycle, everything has a flow, everything has a rhythm. Let cycles play out and don't get too attached to where you are right now, but know that it's going to keep changing. And when you can surrender to that change and just see what goodness blooms in your life at every season, you're going to see so many blessings. You're going to just feel the floodgates of abundance come to you. You're going to be so divinely guided. So just some different channeled guidance for you there, my loves. Now, as we wrap up your reading, this is just one last reminder to go enter to win the giveaway I'm doing for a private oracle reading. These are valued at $222 and are typically not available outside of my Wealth 5 membership. So definitely go enter. I would love to get to potentially do a free reading for you all around abundance and whatever questions you have about manifesting money or success in your life. So the link for that is in the description below. The link is there also to grab the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck while supplies last if you are called to it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from this reading and how it resonated. I love getting to hear your thoughts on these readings. Let me know if any of the Artemis stuff, the moon stuff, these animals, the numbers, any of it resonates with you. I love to hear that and get to connect with you in the comments. You are also welcome to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. That way you can get access to future card readings, channeled messages, and other spiritual tips and tools for manifesting money. With all that being said, I am wishing you massive prosperity and abundance, pile 4. There is so much fullness and goodness manifesting into your life soon. Just keep looking for the blessings and it'll just kind of and surrender to whatever comes and know it's all temporary and just see how that unlocks so much for you. Look for the signs to keep you feeling confident. Oh my gosh. So I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.